Hello, I'm Awfulsick, and welcome back to the modded series. We're currently on episode 6, and I'm celebrating Christmas sort of early. We're rocking the Christmas outfit from season 1 of the Waystone. My wardrobe is seriously outdated. And I do apologize if you hear a cat. There's a cat outside of my home meowing. It's my neighbor's. He's just fine. But man, he sure does like the petting and attention. So it's really nice to be back on this world. We've got the modded series to record again. Last month was the 1-year anniversary of the Waystone, so I had only decided to record Waystone videos. Oh, it's nice. And Christmas is coming up. I'm really excited for it. I think it's one of my favorite holidays. I've actually got eggnog on my desk right now, which probably isn't the best thing because that doesn't mix well with keyboards. I'm really hoping I don't spill it onto my keyboard. But yes, involving the episode, I want to work on a farm room. And initially, I was really excited about the castle, but now that I think about it, it's a very overly saturated build. A lot of people go for the castles, so I think I want to spin this around a bit, have a castle, but then have the farm room underneath. I want to do some underground work because that sounds really fun, and I haven't done it since like season 1 of the Waystone. I mean, we have done season 3 where we dug into the pits for the hive, but it's not necessarily underground, it's not covered, and this I want to be covered, and maybe just have the entrance from inside the castle into the true base. And I want to work like around with glass a bit, because I was talking to Lifter, and he had been using glass for the top overlay, so he wouldn't have to worry about mob spawning. So I'm going to scout out a nice spot for this, maybe do a little bit of mining, and see where we can get today on it. To begin mapping this out, I had dropped in this cavern system right below the castle base, and we've got some stuff to work with, and I just started thinking maybe we can use the cavern system as a walkway into the main farm room, and then just have it here. A pretty big one too, because obviously mod packs just take up a lot of space in general. How fast does this pickaxe go? I mean, it's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. The only thing is, I don't have a beacon, and I don't have enough to make a pyramid, so I think this is going to have to be our option for now, and that seems to do a fair job fairly fast. And this pickaxe will not break, we don't have to worry about durability. Where does this go again? I cannot remember for the life of me. Does this just end? Because I remembered coming down here and strip mining a bit, I believe. Yes, okay, I stopped here. Done some vein miner. Because you don't have to do a lot of mining if you have vein miner. It goes relatively quickly, and I just don't remember anything. Anything this way? Man, I must have went some ways. Whoa, okay. Did I just continue? I did. I guess until I found another cavern system. No, I stopped here. Okay. Well, not bad. We can make that work. Let's do a little bit of a cavern staircase. Now, with this design, I'm going to go with a little bit more of a linear one because messy designs just aren't really my thing for down here. Because up top, we have all the messiness we need. Okay, so we've been working on this for a minute, and this is sort of the plan I have to flow with. Let me grab this stuff. Go. Don't want to miss out on any free blocks. But yes, here's a staircase that comes from the top of the castle. I just blocked it so any mobs wouldn't give me. But, you know, a nice little staircase coming down the center, which it's already nighttime. I don't think anything's going to bother me, maybe. Ah, hi skeleton. Right when I didn't think anything was going to get me. But yes, the staircase going down to here, and then it'll jet off this way, and then we'll go down into a big room. And I'm going to have a staircase here, just going down just a little bit, and then we're going to take this whole wall back. It should be really interesting. I don't know. I wanted to go with the staircase design just because I thought it looked cool, just kind of snake back and make for some cool decorations underneath this. And so we've got some temporary storage here. Should be fine for me. Let's go ahead and put this cobblestone away and I guess just continue working on this. At some point I want to do a time lapse, but for now I'm just going to free flow. Yeah, that staircase should work. We have 3, 2, 3, which just breaks it up a bit, and that flows into this large room, which I've started on. I've cornered off because I want to make it look a little bit more interesting, and thankfully the cloud pet has made this so easy to get up here. However, I will say that this pick does a terrible job of clearing large areas, so I've dedicated an area for Tinker's constructs so that we can make a hammer, And this process will go much faster. We do have the crafting station and all those familiar tables you may have remembered from the Waffleworks modded series. Back in the day, yes, I love Tinkerer's Construct and I'd love to get back into it. But I'm going to put a smeltery like somewhere in this corner and then just kind of spruce up this room for Tinkerer's Construct. So that's kind of how it's going to work. So I can keep everything nice and organized and know where to go. Oh, that cloud pet, man. So OP. So I'm going to go floating around and see if I can find a wild smeltery in one of these villages and then just steal it. Or we'll just have to go find some grout. How about you just let me go by, get my gravel. Oh, I made it through the night and I had just killed a bunch of mobs and one of them dropped this. They could drop backpacks. I had no idea that could happen and it has stuff in it. Even has a silk touch book, which is crazy. I did not know that was a thing. Isn't that interesting? I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up. Oop. There we go. Oh, that just totally broke the game, I think. Oh, no. I just got back into the world and I'm not wearing it, unfortunately. It's still there. And for whatever reason, this little guy is just hanging out by me. He hit me a couple of times, but then he stopped. So yeah, let's take care of you real quick. And I think I could take all the stuff out of here that I want, but I'm going to try it one more time just for good luck. And it worked that time. What the heck? See, always try stuff for luck. This is my favorite part about mod packs. You go hunting for something minuscule like gravel and you run into an adventure. I found this huge mountain to explore real quick just to see what's in it. Oh, we've even got some packed ice little pockets. Oh, cute little leopards. Oh, aren't you cute? Will you guys attack me or maybe not? Just gonna chill out. And a present. I think these are chance cubes. Okay, well, let's try that. Oh, okay. Supercharged creeper. Hi. Oh, I bet if I kill him, I get his head. Maybe. And that could be used for possibly mob grinding? No. Fortunately not. I was kind of hoping so. And I think this is a place where you can loot. So we'll check it out real quick. 40 fires. No, not interested in your poetry. And so I think I have enough. I'm just going to go back and get my backpack. No, it's on my back. We're good. I just got to get a few more pieces of clay. And we should be good to roll on that smeltery. I flew back to base and had totally forgot to get sand. I think that's enough there. But yes, there's a nice little mesa out here that I didn't even know existed, and it's rather close to my base. Another chance cube. Should we try it? I think we should. Hopefully not instantly die. Oh, yeah, it's an end crystal that just approaches you and I think blows up once it contacts you. Oh, that's not good. What's this? A dungeon? I keep getting distracted throughout this video. Oh, this is a dungeon. It goes straight down. It's one of those roguelike dungeons. You can go all the way to the bottom and get some good loot. Ooh, a nice, beautiful meteorite. I'm going to remember that's there. But back to base, not far. Even after some time, this has come back to me. I love Tinkerer's Construct and messing with things. And right now, we're smelting up some ardite so that we can make the hammerhead out of this. And I think whenever you take stone out with it, it begins to repair the hammer. I'm not absolutely sure. I'm pretty sure I had read that somewhere in the past. But let's see if we can get this block. Once it has cooled down, it should be right there. It goes. We've got two of these now. So I guess you just got to make the head out of this. You got to use the tool forge. And the hammer is right here. And you can actually make custom plates, which I'm not absolutely sure what I'm going to be doing about that. I think I got to find some tin somewhere because I'm pretty sure tin and copper make bronze, and that's a really good choice for the rod. And as far as other things go, I'm not sure what to implement. I'll have to do some research on it, because I didn't really get that far in Tinkerer's Construct before, but there should be a bunch of mining materials in here. We do have 10 ingots, which I don't know if you could smelt those down, but I'm going to give it a shot anyways. Yeah, let's see if we can smelt these down, and we can combine that with the copper. There we go. Couldn't find it. It's so weird to see it in clusters rather than its raw form. So from here, let's try this out and just see. I think you can smelt down ingots. The only problem is we still have this in here. I don't really want that to mix because I'm afraid something bad's going to happen if I do. I think I'm just going to empty that out and obtain those blocks and give this a shot. And to finish this off, I need a tough tool rod. So we've got the casting in the back, and I've got some cobalt and gold back here. Good stuff to have. I need to probably polish off this gold so that I can just re-obtain the block. But looking at things, this is just about done. There we go. We've got some molten bronze. Let's go ahead and fill up this casting right here. And we'll take it over. We'll make the actual hammer and see how well it performs on our tunnel. Let's go ahead and take this out. And I believe you just gotta go to the part builder right here. We've got to set in the hammer template. And then we'll just take this tough tool rod. And now we have a pretty cool looking hammer, which I'm not absolutely sure how effective it is, but I'm pretty sure Ardites will repair if you use it on stone. It's not real fast, but I will say it's got some nice durability, and this should be nice enough. Much easier than using this darn old pickaxe. I'm so happy. This hammer just goes so much faster than a pickaxe. Man, I do not regret spending some time to make this. And look at all the materials you get from just mining up a row of that stuff. I mean, a bunch of building materials. We get ores and everything in between. I'm just gonna kind of scoot back and forth, get most of it. Yeah, let's collect all of this that we can. And dump it in our resource chests, which I have a bunch of building materials now. It's somewhat common materials, but it'll still do. Look how much marble we are gathering just from that excursion. And also this chest is just full of stuff, and this one as well. And the great thing about this cobblestone, you can actually compress this. So if you wanted to save a little bit of space and have a different kind of block to work with that sort of looks like the furnace texture, you gotta do this, and you get compressed cobblestone. You can put it in a stack. And that saves you just a little bit of space, which I'm going to end up doing with most of this cobblestone. There we go. And so I want to jump off for tonight and look back and say, hey, we've got a success here. Oh, let's go ahead and take you out. Do you have any mobs in here? 2 days have passed since that previous clip, and I've named the area. It's going to be called the laboratory. Yes, look at this. On the thunderstorm strike, right at the perfect timing. Oh, you've got Endermen here. So I'm going to explain this a little bit once I kill this guy and get him out of the way. He can't really do much damage to me, and I do apologize. The highway is extremely busy this evening. Every time I record, they always want to rev their engines around my house, and I have no clue where this Enderman has went. He's floating around somewhere. But yes, the laboratory. We have laboratory blocks. These are very cheap. You can actually take 8 stone and a quartz piece and make 8 of those. And these are different variants. So this is like chiseled. And then we also have glowing glass. This stuff is wonderful. It's glowing glass, what it says. So you just take 2 sand pieces like this, and then 2 glass pieces. You craft this, and it's what's called thick glass is what's produced from it. And then you take that, 2 pieces of that with a glowstone piece, and it makes 2 of them. So it's still cheap because they can float around the nether with vein miner. And so the process has went really fast. Up here, we've done somewhat of a different area. I want to make it look a little bit more sanitary, like you're coming into a laboratory. Yeah, it's nifty. And I want to go with an extremely linear design along with quite clear glass, which is a chisel variant of glass. I've got a bunch of glass on standby. I've been AFKing a lot, doing a lot of smelting. And look what we have. I even got some of this thickened glass in here. So from here, we can take these and make them into quite clear glass, which I thought I had some of, but I guess I don't. We could just take the chisel mod right here, craft it up into quite clear glass. Thunderstorm is crazy right now. It may be a little bit loud because I turned up my volume. I've noticed that my audio on Minecraft sometimes like fizzles out. But yes, quite clear glass would look awesome here because we want this optical illusion that we're floating above the floor. Look at that. Looks nifty. I want it to be scientific, mysterious. And so this is going to go by extremely fast with a cloud pet because you can actually float up a bit and then just go backwards and place a bunch of blocks like this really fast. It's crazy. Cloud pet is so useful in so many ways. So thankfully breaking that, do you get it back from just breaking it? Whoa. Weird. That is so weird to me. I don't know. Let me try this with a tool. Oh, wow. I guess you get it back up. That's cool. Really nice. Also, don't sweat too much over the walls. I do plan to get to those, but not this episode, unfortunately. I've just done a lot of work, and I don't feel like doing them right now. I'm going to still think of a design as well. And so we've done this area. It's mob proof now. And I want to clean it up. I want to make it look a little bit nicer in here. We can actually AFK without mob spawning, which I'm not going to because I'm afraid anyways. But yes, we're freshly done with the floor, which we've went a long ways this episode on this design. So let's take this down, let's center it so it just looks a little bit better, and let's remove all of this and try to shape it up a bit. I bet you don't see that storage system. I've got it tucked away and hidden so they don't have to look at it. All of the stuff that we gather from this big laboratory build. So I've just got everything in here, you know, a few double chests so that we can just tuck it away for now. And I do plan to do a large storage system because I will need it for a mod pack. And the further we go in, the more rooms that we could add. But I want to do the storage system somewhere out here, so we'll get to that at some point. And maybe get upgraded chests, because I had seen those and just enough items. And this area is looking so much better since I have just cleaned things up. I moved some double chests over here next to the work area. And I want to decorate the walls very soon. I may do this one off camera. But when it comes to the main area, I want to do that on camera. A lot of work to do in here. And a lot of dirt. Lots of dirt on the ceiling there. I'm getting really close to the surface because I had ran into that big waterway up there. Oh, it was terrible. So up here, I do plan to do more work. I want to do some kind of design around this. Because it just looks really empty. I thought maybe this glass could do a lot for it. But unfortunately, it does not. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoy watching. We'll see you next episode. You have a fantastic day.